Welcome everyone to another live stream. I didn't really plan to make. I already tried to see things way more positively, because obviously people are tired of my daily complaints. Case in point, I mean, everything is amazing. I appreciate that stuff is so broken that we can make YouTube live streams about this and contribute to the OpenSource system and fix everything. I thought after 5 years on YouTube and 25 years developing our amazing Linux distribution, everything now is in working order, and I just built all our 35 architecture combinations overnight. But I'm totally shocked after this morning's video that stuff is even more broken than it seemed. Turns out, of course, OpenSSL, what we knew this morning. So actually, I thought I'd make a quick video like fixing OpenSSL for RISC-V for dummies, for new open source contributors and everyone who wants to get started. But now even GLS lang is broken. Earlier this morning we even tried around with something similar, because we noticed that we now need libclc or so of C, OpenCL language library and runtime and stuff. What do I build now? What do I build? What have I done now? But now also the latest GLS lang update doesn't build, to my surprise. And turns out we recently updated that, and like, yeah, in the meantime, I'm not making this up, right? As senior on this channel, every major update, of course, I mean, I expected OpenSSL to have some breakage, although it broke differently than I expected it to break. Because I didn't expect, to my surprise, PHP, at least in the meantime, like 3 years later, finally fixed to build with OpenSSL 3. At least that's something. I'm not really sure what I did. Did I like touch as a log file, or what have I done? So because even x86 now was GLS lang broken. GLS, as usual, you go live and then to log, okay, that. What have I done there, or did I, because it's, did I download it already? This is a download, the download build, okay. Mine are, so yeah, the previous version build, that I believe that was version 13. And of course version 14 has new requirements, right? And that's the thing, right? Like, and that's why I'm like everyday live streaming, kind of, sort of, in the meantime, my work. That's what I've done since 25 years. And I have to say, to summarize that, in this day and age, due to the sheer bloat, like for OpenGL, we previously just needed x86. Or did this bundle Mesa? Or at least Mesa. I understand, yes, fixed function GL is long over. Now we need Mesa, tons of support libraries, LVM, Vulkan, headers, tools, Spear, V. It's absolutely mind-blowing. And then every release, we've even seen this morning, they changed Intel, whatever that was it compositor, whatever, like enum or define, some identifiers between versions that we patched. It's like mind-blowing, right? And multiply this with 2006 Linux distributions, so multiply this with a handful of dozens of developers each time, so 100,000 developers each day sit in the ecosystem, from BSD and Linux, Theodor Rand and Matthew Dillon, ourselves, and Linus Torvalds, everyone in between, Alan Cox and all the other good stuff. Like, everyone just fixes bugs all day long of just people breaking their stuff each other. Absolutely mind-blowing. So 3 years ago I would have said, like, Dew, how incompetent can there be? Now we sit here, opportunity, we can fix stuff, it's amazing, we can enjoy what we like to enjoy, fixing bugs, writing code. Let's do it, let's go. It's all amazing. So GLS lang, so that should fail. So we have to, so this should fail. So what we have to fix OpenSSL of all things for RISC-V. Totally unexpected. I expected lots of breakage, but not like it builds usually, except for RISC-V with some CPU detection stuff. Let's see, that should fail. Don't disappoint me, please. And then this fails. But also there were some changes. So yeah, we will do this in a second. Like, this is how it fails. Once no Spear 5 tool, and like, you had one job, and it doesn't work anymore. Amazing. And risk 5, of course, 2, which, by the way, we need to check that we have x86-64. Do we have keep on errors? So fasten your seatbelts, buckle up. Let's fix some bugs for the true open source experience. As is risk 5 64 for our unmatched risk 5 desktop. And then here, keep on error. Okay, I have this already. Amazing. Let's get to that too. Let's do that first. Risk 5 64 to, or this probably should just continue there. So yeah, that's what open source development looks like. Of course, Microsoft and Apple do a little bit of a better job of retaining binary compatibility because obviously they have paying customers and stuff, right? So OpenSSL, we've seen this morning, but now we try to fix it. Let's hope it doesn't take too long. This somehow has, I assume, CPU feature detection. Yeah, but let's debug. So that somehow fails with ciphers, AES, GCM, HW. So here of undeclared. Yeah. So how do you fix this? First, you figure out how you build this. Probably with evil make makeopt, probably. Yeah, like that. Let's by the way double check how we configured this. Did we configure this with any? Is this config whatever? We don't see that there instantly. That is unfortunate. Conf dir conf for risk. Do we have any? Okay, we don't have any risk 5 special. Do they have alpha? Find name just to find some. Where is there? Was it alpha GCC or so? Or what was it even? I thought I saw the alpha. Alpha GCC. Linux alpha GCC. I mean, maybe they deleted that. Linux alpha. Ah, there they have something. I grabbed alpha because other things are, of course, much more common. And not only to check that it's still there, but also, do they have Itanium? They have some Itanium. But risk 5, do they have some? Because maybe we need to use some special Linux 64 risk 5 thing. Okay, that apparently is entirely inherited generic. So probably we probably don't have any. Although I don't know, we have here ASM Arch. Okay, maybe there is. Okay, okay, maybe. Okay, yeah. I wanted to say maybe we don't lose something, but maybe we do. So okay, let's use Linux 64 risk. I mean, it's also so stupid. Linux 32 risk 5. Like, why is this not Linux 60? But whatever. There probably is a system. So YOLO, whatever. Let's try if this just magically goes away if we do open SSL risk 5. So we don't have any. Like, yeah, previously it was just Linux whatever alpha GCC. Let's hope they didn't change all the other ones as well, breaking all of those potentially. Also slightly wonder, do we? Maybe I should. Okay, let's not just enable that. So yeah, what a mess, right? Why do Linux distributions need to do something? Because like, yeah, every other package, some minesweeper of puzzle of how to fragilely how to say, esoterically, exotically configure it to actually freaking work TM. PR, so then we have risk 5 that becomes target. Why do we, okay, these are spaces, that's not very, it's not of us, that's unfortunate. Oh, come on. Target Linux, I think 32 it was, right? Linux 32 risk 5, 32 and risk 5. My typing was. Oh, I think I need holiday or whatever. Linux 64 risk 5. 64. Let's like totally don't like why not use standardized arch triplets when you can YOLO your own stuff. And that's also why we can't have nice things, right? Every other package YOLOs their own stuff. I mean, just look at the complete clusterfuck that Go made out of. They are using totally non-standard names and stuff, right? Like there are, even if OpenSSL uses strange names like go figure, go to go. Look at their crazy configuration names, which are out of another world. Okay, that even fixes something amazing. That was all that was needed for that. That's cool. Let's commit this. That was easier, but GLS, so I expected to debug there some configuration stuff. But I mean, it's also a little bit silly, like if you build generic Linux and it's probably if def RISC-V and then the config, like you can't build Linux generic. I find it imperfect. It's like, it's just silly, but hey, they configure their stuff with Perl or whatever, what to expect. So commit OpenSSL. I mean, it's probably what all the government funding gives you when you, actually, you know what, should we test build RISC-V? Do we build it like this or like this? I forgot. Config RISC. We build it, of course, like this, because we are not insane. But I deleted all the builds previously, so okay, let's wait a second. Then we will commit this in a minute. Let's take a look at GLS lang. So our developers, other contributing developers, actually, so when they updated this GLS lang. By the way, let's accidentally full screen that GLS lang. Oh, we have audio, we have no drop frames, that is all amazing. So Kronos Group reference compiler here of GLS reference compiler front end for the OpenGL ES and OpenGL shading language. It implements a strict interpretation of the specification for these languages, open, free, and you want to use reference compiler, identify shader portability issues. Okay, that's all nice and stuff. Just to shout out what precisely we're looking at. So both of those are new. NoTech added that when he updated that. But they broke it nonetheless, so they broke it anyway. I think NoTech added that because it probably didn't build with all those. I tested that already. That's basically, so yeah. But also, so I guess they added that when they updated that just some days ago. And that's the thing, right? Just some update and it's like, yeah, broken this way, broken that way, no need this, no that, no. And these are hard dependencies for all our modern graphics stack, right? The future of Linux desktop environment is now and then. All your SPIR-V and GLS lang and stuff. Like, just look this morning, what half an hour, 40 minutes we were trying to figure out how to even build libcdc with all the SPIR tool and translate stuff. And that's the thing, right? Why is stuff so slow? Except like some use cases are fast, like just this game engine and stuff is fast, but like as I said, Firefox is slower than before because, like, yeah, Kotlin and stuff like this, that feature in here, Web MIDI and USB and RTC and whatnot, and then at the end of the day, like everything, this every passing year, dependencies and edit code, everything becomes just slower and slower. And basically, it becomes harder and harder to build a working system because, like every of the 400 or so, actually, we can check that config like this. How many active packages do we have? So for a minimal working Linux system, 420, I believe. It's a little bit low contrast there for alacrity reasons. 420, although some optional dependencies like Firefox, but nowadays obviously you need a browser for your OS, right? The OS is your browser. So 420 packages like glibc, GCC, LVM, Clang, although you could kind of sort of build without GCC. I mean, you could probably reduce it, like if you just wanted Firefox and stuff. And okay, you could, this is with all legacy X drivers. So, I mean, this is already pretty reduced, right? If we add their printer drivers and whatnot, like Guten Print and like someone's still printing and stuff, then it's like easily 500. Or LibreOffice, it's not even including LibreOffice, right? Although it's only one package. But sure, if we could reduce it, like removing all legacy X stuff that Mach, ATI Mach drivers, whatnot, sure. Then it would only be 300 something, but complex things like glibc, GCC, complex enough, LVM Clang, GLS, Lang, Spear 5, Spear V, or RISC-V, Spear V. Yeah, pronunciation. So, what's going on here with this stuff? What's your problem, Mr. GLS Lang? What have your authors broken? Let's see. Let's go. Let's find out. We have ISOs to create. Oops. Somehow I fat finger everything today. So yeah, because we built this with enable optional features and whatnot, so either we need allow external, so it doesn't have Spear V tools. I don't know what they changed. We could diff what they changed. It's basically allow external tools. Yeah, whatever. And I mean, this build shared lib's probably independent. It's just Notec did this because, I mean, I would have done the same. I want shared objects, and I mean, otherwise you compile the static library into everything, and when you update it, you don't get the update. It's pointless. Yes, performance, but pointless. So yeah, allow that. So, but even so, in that, this is how Notec updated this and left it, and probably built for him into the system, but doesn't currently for me. I believe. So the problem is also nowadays the stuff always doing Git submodules and so on. So I saw it. First of all, it doesn't have something there, but that could also be like, yeah, whatever you touch is broken, right? Doesn't want to build like this, doesn't want to build like this. So it doesn't find this here. Fair enough. I thought I started to add this already. However, the thing is also, so what does it, is it building this natively, or because some other build I also saw that it tried to run Git stuff. So the irony is I tried, so we tried to add this just this morning, but this also caused more headache. So that would basically build with that after all, potentially maybe. So I just had this already enabled, probably, if I didn't. All right, so this also, yeah. So this also didn't build. I remember I just did this 5 minutes ago. Spear V tools. Find Python interpreter and Python lib. So this warning is for project developers. Use w-no-dev to suppress it. What even does that give us? Oh, this gives us Spear V stuff. The question, and additional complexities, of course, that we want to cross-build this, right? Native compiling might at times be easier. I don't instantly see Python in here, so what does it do with Python actually? From oh wait, it doesn't find Spear V headers. Did I delete them? Let's redo that. It could also be that it's mixing cross and native stuff. I think I had built this. Maybe I had uninstalled them already in the. Let's just. Still, okay, now it wait, is this, so, okay, this is indeed now Spear V. All right, I remember, yeah, I remember this. I was so far already. And that's what I thought. So I'm not making this videos for no reason, right? I just want to highlight, this is how complex, I mean, this is not even looking at the C or C++ code or Rust code or stuff, right? This is just like, even the code is there, other people have written complex code, and like just keeping this building, right, is already a spare run here of Spear V. This also tries to run Git, totally not a fan of this stuff, always needing, this is a really modern illness, right? Like having to run Git on all, like, so you see a Git describe and ref parts. It's like, dude, you're building some tarball, you're not building, like, dude, is this harmless? Is it, it's like, yeah, people running random Git stuff on a release tarball. It's like, yeah, congratulations, achievement unlocked. So yeah, similar stuff what we've seen this morning of Intel whatnot. So now we have Spear 5 operand type, and it's just like, is this normal that you get other people's release tarballs and that's what you get, and then you can play Rubik's Cube kind of puzzle of like, how often do you turn all the colors around until something builds. So this was not declared, and that's the question now, like, where it's coming from, why is it missing? It's like here, my personal impression is 20 years ago, sure, 20 years ago everything was simpler. We did not have Vulkan, we didn't have Spear V, we didn't have GeoSling. Of course everything was more simple and stuff, but there's also like decades of complexity, and every company and foundation just adding random stuff to everything. In my opinion, all this stuff is too complex, right? And we are looking only on, it's only the eagle top view of not even C and C++ code or Rust code, right? This is just like totally outside module, looking at modules like this doesn't build, this combination, there's something missing. Like each time you update something, the house of cards falls apart. It's absolutely crazy in my opinion. Somehow the whole, I would actually summarize this as the whole field of software engineering failed in building proper software architecture. It's probably the best summary. There should have been, for 70 years in software engineering, there should have been a better architecture of how to write software and modules that they're compatible and not breaking. This is somehow insane, but I'm looking forward to your... Yeah, so I mean, yeah, comment there, developers job security. I was somehow, did I not use the title? I was saying something like this, right? Do all the big developers just keep the stuff broken, so, or like keep ever changing stuff so that they have a job, right? Only changing code is good code. It could even be that this is similar to this morning. This morning was also the Gen 2 developers already patched the brokenness that we found there also, right? You compile the latest, what is the foundation? Kronos org there of OpenGL stuff, and they just between releases rename Intel stuff, right? Intel whatever compositor stuff it was, right? So wasn't declared. So should this come out of this? Probably not, right? Core int whatnot. So I'm not even sure what this stuff does. Is this generated? Is this static? It looks somehow generated. Spear V capabilities of, so what even? Spear V, so these are tools. So I mean, maybe again they renamed shit between releases. Maybe I should simply try this building into my system first. Spear V tools. Oh, you know what? Oh no, we have a Steam. I transitioned from. Yesterday I had the 1350X on this. Okay, maybe locally maybe I built it already, right? Because this looks like the latest version. Oh no, this also errors out now. So it looks to be, so this is not, because it's also, we have such a complexity, right? Cross-compiling, different architectures. So previously it did build, and now it also fits, because I had to force it, right? So I actually had this version in my system. So rebuilding it now, probably they broke it themselves with their own, like it looks to me on the first glance, they broke their Spear V tools with their latest Spear V headers. It's insanity. What if I... what? Do we have... How did I break my own website now? What? What did I break now? I didn't even touch that recently. What the heck? Need to debug something myself in a second. That's unfortunate. Didn't this not work earlier? Nah. What was it? What was the headers? I probably updated. I mean, ironically, maybe I broke that now. This morning when I thought like, hey, new headers. It's like, hey, new headers, yeah, broken. And that's this kind of stuff, right? This is a big standard organization. This would be like if we break the C language every other release or stuff, right? I'm just in general, and that is my recurrent complaint here with this stuff. Like you're simply hunting other people's bugs all day long, even on Microsoft Windows and Apple's macOS. Yeah, so many. I said this morning, 400 or not projects, right? We even have 170 projects. You already need to search through there. There's Spear V headers. And I probably updated this morning. Oh, you know what? Remember when I said this name is strange? Let's maybe use... I mean, did we... Already. I mean, maybe that is... 1.3. So we updated this morning, right? Oh, this lunch. I mean, it's a significant update, but like... Yeah. That is how games are developed. Let's see if a slightly older, less strangely named version fixes it magically. It would still be an upgrade because we had a slightly older version. Spear V headers. Wait, is this? Ah, this is, yeah, okay, this is a bug I need to fix. It is absolutely set. And recurrently, why we can't have nice things, right? No, this still doesn't work. Crazy. Like, how can big standard organization release stuff? It's mind-blowing. So let's see if this is a very old version. If that significantly, like, it builds with year-old header stuff, but not with the last month's header stuff, or what? I mean, let's see what goes on here. But 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Is it building longer than before? What percent did it previously? You can't make this shit up. You need old headers to build the latest SPIR-V tools. It's like, looks like that. It's like Due. They had, and that is with the Linux Foundation runs this morning, right? Wasting money. It's like, for what do they have a big standard organization if they release stuff like this? This is the forefront of 3D standardization, making all the Vulkan, previously GL and now Vulkan stuff, and they release shit that doesn't even work together. Mind-blowingly stupid. Yeah, that works. You just this morning, like, hey, there's a new header. New header stuff must be more amazing, right? New stuff. It's like yeah, thanks, new stuff. Broken new stuff. Wow, this is just plain stupid. I expected, but as always, I expect it's surely some cross-compiling stuff. It's surely some other missing stuff, some misgenerated stuff. So nowadays, every header stuff is generated stuff, and you need some Python and whatnot stuff that works. Let's see if we can find, so we have, what did we had previously? I don't understand, you know, you would also think they have continuous integration and unit tests, but no, it's just broken. So that was, we had that 250 tens, it's significantly newer, 250. Okay, they actually had such a, it's actually not that significantly, it was just. Sure. So this I tested, it didn't work, right? I mean, I totally don't have any hopes that this would work then, but I mean, we could narrow this down. I mean, we could also diff this shit. How to fix this? I mean, normally you would need, I mean, either you read the freaking documentation. I usually diff stuff then also, just to see what changed, because I mean, usually they don't have documentation, right? And also, I mean, just reading 100, if they have dozens or hundreds of pages of documentation, literally takes longer to scroll those than just grabbing the source. Yeah, leave me in the comments below. File not present. 61, did they release this already with a strange name or what? SDK13. Ah, right, this is why. Okay, we can edit this. Yeah, leave me in the comments. I don't get this. I don't understand why I said increasingly longer and longer when also 5 years ago I started to make this YouTube channel, because year after year I said longer and longer to fix everyone's broken code. In the meantime, every of our packages has at least one, if not dozens of patches to actually make it work in some way, shape or form at all. It's ridiculous. SPIR-V headers, task here of, they even name their stuff strange. Somehow I'm like, why is this named Vulkan SDK? Like, of course, in the middle of the release stuff, they rename it from. I mean, why SPIR-V headers is released as SDK stuff and not like, why does it have this SDK prefix and why does this have Vulkan prefix? Yeah. Quality assurance, attention for detail, probably totally amazing. So, let's emerge this shit again. Does it even emerge in the right order? No, it doesn't. SPIR-V tools, what have I done here? So that is 102, what is the other? What? This is, maybe it didn't regenerate the config? Yeah, it didn't regen the config. This will probably fail. Yeah, this fails. Wow. Okay, so it's my fault. I updated just in the previous live stream. Oh, they have a new header. It's like, yeah. Womp, womp, womp. I'm not making this up. It is what it is. I already tried to sugarcoat it. Thank you, Kronos Group, for securing my YouTube live streams. Like this, I have bug fixes to live stream till the end of my life. Thank you so much for that. And thanks for all of GL, Vulkan, and SpearV. You guys are amazing. I don't know how you develop software and how you release stuff and why it's constantly broken and out of sync. But there probably is a system. It's probably amazing. I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not looking at it right. It's probably fine. So let's partially. Okay, no, let's partially revert that. So basically, that right of that was 1.3. Also version numbers from Harold 1.3, 250. Like, who in their sane mind 1.3, 250? It's like 51 by the way. Whatever then. Oh, also being in the right directory would at times help, I guess. 1.3, 250, 1.3, 251. Version numbers. A complex affair. You probably someone with a master degree in version numbering, but not in release engineering. Otherwise, you would have probably some unit test and continuous integration test for that. But hey, it's free, so can't expect more from that. So partially revert the previous version of that. But I see it positively because at this rate there will be fewer and fewer working Linux distributions. So at this rate the popularity of T2 just freaking working Linux on all architectures just increases every day because some stupid idiot sits here day after day and fixes after and behind everyone's stupid bugs. Did I copy this now? Yeah. Partially reverted 667. Bloody update isn't freaking compatible. You can't mix this stuff up. Partially reverted that as not even compatible with their own SpearV tools. Oh, what was the freaking name of the stuff? SpearV tools. Partially reverted, updated that as not even compatible with their own freaking broken tools shit. So, cool. Can't write atomically. Why not? Do I have this still on? Probably I don't have this still in the... Do I have this in the... Not sure what I did now. Should this not be in some commit file? Here. I'm not sure why I'm getting that now. That is the first. Ah, that is on the server. Okay, I think I need to do some server maintenance. For some reason. Anyway, that's the thing. Hope you enjoyed to learn something. Have a good day and night, and I hope to see you soon for all the next fun stuff to come.